This detailed summary of Mark Manson's best-selling book explores its core philosophy and key ideas. The central message is a call to prioritize your time and energy on what truly matters, rather than trying to care about everything. It's about being comfortable with being different and choosing your struggles wisely. Part 1. Rethinking Happiness and Problems. The Feedback Loop from Hell. Manson begins by critiquing modern culture's obsession with constant positivity. This relentless pursuit of happiness often backfires, creating a feedback loop from hell where we feel bad about feeling bad. By trying to avoid negative experiences, we actually amplify them. Social media and consumer culture bombard us with images of perfect lives, making us feel inadequate and fixated on what we lack. Happiness comes from solving problems. The book's core argument is that happiness is not the absence of problems, but the ability to solve them. A life without problems is impossible. Instead of trying to escape them, we should choose the problems we find meaningful and enjoy solving. The key question isn't, how can I be happy? But rather, what pain am I willing to sustain? Part 2. The Power of Values. You are not special. A liberating concept in the book is that most of us are average at most things, and that's perfectly okay. The belief that everyone is destined for exceptional greatness creates unrealistic expectations. People who become truly exceptional often do so by accepting their ordinariness and focusing on relentless self-improvement, rather than clinging to a belief in their own inherent specialness. Defining good and bad values. The book introduces a framework for evaluating our personal values. Good values are those that are based in reality, socially constructive, immediate and controllable, like honesty, curiosity, or creativity. Bad values, on the other hand, are often unattainable, based on external validation, and not under our direct control, like popularity, material success, or always being right. Prioritizing bad values leads to poor life choices and constant dissatisfaction. Chapter 4. The Value of Suffering. This chapter expands on the role of pain and suffering. The goal is not to evade suffering, but to embrace it and analyze its hidden meaning. We should ask not, how do I stop suffering, but why am I suffering and for what purpose? Through stories like that of a guitarist who left Metallica to form Megadeth but was never happy because he compared his success to his former bands, Manson illustrates that the way we measure success determines our perception of failure and success. Part 3. Taking Responsibility and Embracing Uncertainty. You are always choosing. Manson argues that we are always responsible for our problems, even if we are not at fault for them. The responsibility fault fallacy is the idea that taking responsibility for a problem is the same as being blamed for it. This is false. We must accept responsibility for how we interpret and respond to events, because that is the only thing we can control. A victim mentality, where we see ourselves as helpless, prevents us from taking the necessary action to improve our situation. You're wrong about everything, but so am I. This chapter is a call for intellectual humility. It encourages us to be less certain of our beliefs. Growth is an iterative process where we move from wrong to slightly less wrong. Manson's law of avoidance states that the more something threatens your identity, the more you will avoid it. To facilitate personal change, we must be willing to accept that we might be wrong about important things. Failure is the way forward. Rejecting the modern fear of failure, Manson argues that failure is not just inevitable, but essential for growth. The do-something principle is a practical takeaway. Action itself creates motivation, not the other way around. Instead of waiting to feel motivated, we should start taking action, even if it's small, and the solutions will follow. Part 4. Final Ideas. The Importance of Saying. No learning to say no is a crucial life skill. We have a limited number of fucks to give, so saying yes to everything spreads our energy too thin. Being able to set boundaries and reject things that don't align with our values is necessary to protect our time and mental energy for what truly matters. And then you die. The final chapter addresses the inevitability of death. Manson views this not as a morbid thought, but as a clarifying one. Confronting our mortality gives life meaning and urgency. By accepting that our time is limited, we are forced to prioritize and cut out the trivial things that don't matter. This awareness is the ultimate tool for living a more authentic and purposeful life. Key takeaways. Give fewer, but better, fucks. It's not about not caring at all. It's about carefully choosing what to care about based on your personal values. Choose your struggle. Since problem,